y'all doing all this, but I ain't never seen none of y'all do it in a fight. And everything that I did on the pads, I did in the ring. So y'all gotta be able to duplicate it if y'all want to be like Floyd Mayweather. Gotta turn. You gotta turn. If y'all gonna do it, gotta turn. Gotta turn. Come close to it. So let me show you how the workouts go. It's just this. Let's do it. Come on. I don't want to make it a habit of showing fighters. No, it's not even a habit. I want fighters doing the wrong thing. So we're gonna get back to the basics of boxing. Let's go.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we know in this past fight, this past weekend, we had former lightweight, now junior welterweight, Mexican-American superstar boxer, title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who is now starting to be mentored by retired, legendary, iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, former pound-for-pound king, pay-per-view king, formerly known as Pretty Boy, formerly known as Money, now today recognized as TBE, the best ever, in Floyd Mayweather Jr., who beat more world champions at 23 than anybody in the history of the sport of boxing, faster than anybody in the history of the sport of boxing, retired 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout. With that said, Ryan Garcia, who is now 24 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach, he had his comeback fight. Ironically enough, after losing to Floyd Mayweather's fighter, an undefeated, former Floyd Mayweather fighter, and a fighter that Floyd Mayweather mentored and had a massive part in making him a superstar, in undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the faces, if not the face of the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis has 29 wins, no loss and no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout, 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fought April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, and Ryan Garcia got knocked out in the fight. He made a lot of mistakes, a ton of mistakes in that fight. Threw 4 straight left hooks that got him dropped in the second round with a left hook counter underneath to the body. And then he did it again through a left hook, right hook in the close quarters, smothered his own punches. Tank Davis countered that with a left hook to the body and knocked him out. The first one was a left hook up top. The second one was a left hook to the body, knocked him out. And then he had his comeback fight this past Saturday against Oscar Duarte. And he has a new trainer, well-renowned 2-time trainer, future Hall of Famer, Derrick James. In the Tank Davis fight, he had a Hall of Fame trainer in Joe Goosen. And prior to Tank Davis fight, he had a Hall of Fame trainer in Eddie Reynoso. So with that said, in this fight with Oscar Duarte, Ryan Garcia decided out of nowhere that he was suddenly going to use made world famous, the modern day version, the Philly shell, or the shoulder roll. Floyd Mayweather made his the shoulder roll. If you ask other fighters like James Toney, he calls it the Philly shell. Whomever created it. Well, Floyd Mayweather made it absolutely famous because he's arguably top 3 of the most famous fighters in the history of the sport of boxing, next to Muhammad Ali and Iron Mike Tyson. So with that said, Ryan Garcia adopted the shoulder roll in this fight with Oscar Duarte and started getting clipped with left hooks to the body and left hooks up top because he was dipping too far. He was shoulder rolling too tight and giving up aspects of his body, and he wasn't comfortable. Floyd Mayweather was absolutely comfortable in this shoulder roll defense because it's not what he was taught, it's who he is. That's a difference. His reflexes and his ability to counter and his comfort zone in the shoulder roll, being able to be comfortable under the stress, is a key to who he is, not what he's taught. And so it can't be adopted. You had guys like Adrian the Problem Broner adopted, and that went terribly wrong. We had guys like Andre Berto adopted, and that went terribly wrong. A lot of people start to adopt it because Floyd Mayweather is so famous, and this generation and the past generation following behind Floyd Mayweather because he started in 1996. So these last two generations start to adopt the ways of Floyd Mayweather, but they don't have the reflexes. Just because you athletic, just because you have fast hands and power, don't mean you can mimic Floyd Mayweather's shoulder roll. That's not what he's taught. That's who he is. You can't mimic who he is. Like James Toney, he wasn't taught it. It's who he is. So it's second nature to them. It's muscle memory. They can be completely comfortable in a phone booth, in a shoulder roll, with the biggest punches in the world, with the lightest punches in the world, with the fastest punches in the world, with the slowest punches in the world, with the most aggressive punches in the world, and with pure boxers, because it's who they are. So Ryan Garcia was adopting the shoulder roll, and Derrick James told him, listen, stop using that shoulder roll defense. You ain't Floyd Mayweather. So stop using the shoulder roll defense. It don't work for you. You don't have the reflexes and the muscle memory to adopt it and use it. And Ryan Garcia stated after Duarte figured it out, he went back to his normal style because that wasn't working anymore and he started to get hit. Well, listen to Floyd Mayweather explain that fighters need to go back to the basics and fighters need to stop adopting things that they don't even work on. And clearly, Ryan Garcia does not work on the shoulder roll. As he stated, Derrick James, who's been his trainer since he lost to Duarte Tank Davis, is not happy with him even attempting to use it. Well, that lets you know they're not working on it. Let's listen to what Floyd Mayweather had to say about fighters using and adapting things that he does or attempt to do things that he does and don't have the skill set to do it.
I see y'all doing all this, but I ain't never seen none of y'all do it in a fight. And everything that I did on the pads, I did in the ring. So y'all gotta be able to duplicate it if y'all want to be like Floyd Mayweather. Gotta turn. You gotta turn. If y'all gonna do it, you gotta turn. You gotta turn. Come close to it. So let me show you how the workouts go. Cause it's just this. Let's do it. Come on. I don't want to make it a habit of showing fighters. No, it's not even a habit. I want fighters doing the wrong thing. So we're gonna get back to the basics of boxing. Let's go.
So he says that he don't want fighters to get into a quote-unquote bad habit. It's not a bad habit for Floyd Mayweather because it's who he is. So he's saying get back to the basics of the sport of boxing. Stop trying to mimic what he does if you're not even practicing it in training. He says, I'm practicing it in training, and then I'm doing it in the fights. I don't even see y'all practicing it, and you definitely ain't using it in the fights. And when you are using it in the fights, you're incorrect in using it. So get back to the basics and go back and watch his fights and how he used it. There was moments and times. He's arguably, in my opinion, the greatest defensive fighter the sport of boxing has ever seen. But guess what? Floyd Mayweather at times used the shoulder roll, at times used the high guard, at times had his hands low at his sides, at times was in a pull counter stand. He used it accordingly to what his opponent was doing. He just didn't decide suddenly in the middle of a fight that he wanted to go to a shoulder roll defense without any rhyme or reason for doing so. So again, let's listen to what he said.
I see y'all doing all this, but I ain't never seen none of y'all do it in a fight. And everything that I did on the pads, I did in the ring. So y'all gotta be able to duplicate it if y'all want to be like Floyd Mayweather.
Absolutely. He said you got to be able to duplicate if you want to be like him. But again, you're not him. You can't be like him. If you don't have the combination of durability, the commitment to the sport, the hand speed, the foot speed, the ring IQ, and the wherewithal, don't use it. Don't attempt to be Floyd Mayweather because you're not. Be Ryan Garcia. And this goes for any other fighter attempting to be like another fighter. Fighters attempting to be like Terrence Crawford. You ain't Terrence Crawford. These things come naturally to these types of fighters. You can't be that. If you don't have the chin, you don't have the durability, you don't have the ring IQ, you don't have the reflexes, the hand speed, and the foot speed. All of those things factor and play a major part. You can't be cool, calm, and collected under distress. You start unconsciously moving around the ring to avoid engagement. That's not who Floyd Mayweather was. That's not who he is. So, again, let's listen again.
You gotta turn. You gotta turn. If y'all gonna do it, you gotta turn.
If you're going to do it, you got to turn. You got to know how to do it. Floyd Mayweather was here in the shoulder roll, right? Where he could catch you. Bang. He could catch you here, right? There's things he could do off his shoulder roll. Ryan Garcia was completely tucked like this and leaning all the way this way. That's not what Floyd Mayweather does. At times, Floyd Mayweather be in the high guard, walk you down. At times, his hands is low at his side. At times, he's like this where he could pull counter you. You got to know how to do it. You got to know when to do it.
Come close to it, so let me show you how the workouts go. Because it's just this. Let's do it, come on. I don't want to make it a habit of showing fighters. No, it's not even a habit. I want fighters doing the wrong thing. So we're going to get back to the basics of boxing. Let's go.
Exactly. Get back to the basic of boxing and do what you do best. Point blank and period. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.